Well, welcome to Toronto International Film Festival. Very exciting for you guys. Is this your first film festival, Rory?
No, I went to Sundance a few years back.
No, here,
Oh,
sorry,
here?
Toronto.
Toronto,
yeah.
Yes.
Are you getting the vibe? Are people stopping you in the street? Or?
No, I mean, been here for a few hours, so.
Okay, I'll give you a day. Then I'll ask you tomorrow.
I'll be mobbed.
Oh, yeah. You and your bro together? Oh, my God. Deadly. Derick, you write the scripts with your brother.
Yeah.
First of all, what is that process like? Like, you guys obviously must be extremely close.
Yeah, and, we do, it's hard to say. Every project is different. Every writing project we do is different. This is totally different because it's a personal story, so, we just really just mind, we're selling out the family secrets. It's horrible. It's just, for a couple of bucks. It's terrible.
Hopefully it'll be more than a couple of bucks, but
Yeah.
it'll be really good. But tell me a little bit about the storyline, because it's set in Long Island. You're using, you've got Alec Baldwin, who's like Mr. Long Island himself, You've got this incredible cast. What got you guys started to write the story?
Well, I wanted to write something that was meaningful to me and important to me, and because it's hard, very hard. I've done, I'm a writer, so I've done studio films and pilots and TV, so I've done a lot of stuff. Is this cable or no?
Is this cable?
Yeah.
No, this is just
this
everywhere.
Is
it's all over the place.
I can't curse, right?
You can totally curse because
I've done some TV that's shit that I hate and I'm embarrassed by, to pay the bills and to cobble together the money to make a film that's meaningful to me. And this is how I grew up, and it's very hard when you go set out and you go to make a movie that's your own movie, and whether you're going to direct it or not. I mean, on my first movie, I just wrote it and I produced it and I actually acted in it, which I won't do again. But I leave it to these guys. They're much better than I am. And basically, you need to be able to persevere through a whole year of your life with, from putting it together and then, getting it sold and then So when I wrote the first movie, I realized that, ultimately, it worked out. It was cute. It got by on its charm, but it wasn't meaningful enough. I started to lose steam towards the end of, getting this thing done, getting this thing out there, and I really lost steam, and I promised myself that if I was going to do, if I was going to direct a movie, it would be something that was meaningful and important to me, and this subject matter was very important to me, and is very important to me, and, it makes it a lot easier to persevere through to the end.
Yeah, Rory, for you. I'm going to let you talk now. For you now, very interesting with this, because it was originally written with Kieran in mind because he was young enough to play the role at the time. Is that correct? Kind of?
Go ahead.
Okay. Tell me that, because you're playing, well, first of all, let's just even start about working with your brother. Like, how cool is that to be able to work with him, and he's your brother,
Pretty cool. A lot of messing around on camera that, got a good response, and he eats that up and gets off on it. Sorry, it was weird. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
And then having, pretty awesome people playing your parents. Alec Baldwin, Jill Hennessy. Tell me a little bit about working with these amazing actors on this set.
I mean, I was very intimidated by Alec at first, just because he's Alec Baldwin, and, he's just got such a strong presence, and, and then Jill is just such a nice lady and would just, light up the set. So, I mean, I think that was kind of appropriate for the film. Should be slightly intimidated by father, and, should feel the warmth of mother and all that, so, yeah.
What challenge do you playing this guy?
I mean, obviously I was under some kind of pressure if it's slightly autobiographical, and, and it took years to finally get done, so, I really just try not to think about it, otherwise I might, crack under the pressure, so I just kind of took all the thoughts out and just kind of, I didn't really think, I just did.
Well, being a young actor, listen, obviously growing up in the family that you've grown up, everybody's been acting around you your entire life. I mean, you started out this big, but when you're on set with people like Alec Baldwin and Jill Hennessy and all the rest of this gang, oh my God, I can't even believe who's in this movie. Like, you must have been pinching yourself when you've got this cast.
It's an amazing cast.
Yeah, it's truly amazing. You have to be learning from these people as you're working.
Definitely. I mean, just, stories Alec would tell. I mean, just watching these people, I feel like I learned a lot more than I ever have,
Shooting in Long Island, I mean, what was it like for you to...
Well, we didn't shoot in Long Island, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
We
Okay.
had a cheap jersey for Long Island, but it looks the same. So, yeah, it was great shooting it, and I think I think the more important thing is that, the challenge for him, I think, was less about the autobiographical thing, because again, that goes out the window. Once an actor is, a part, it's their part, and they need to make it their own. So, I think the challenge is really just he's one of those actors that, I mean, if you look at his body of work, you look at You Can Count on Me, which is one of my favorite movies, if you've seen it. It's really,
yeah.
It's spectacular, and he's not carrying the movie, but every scene he's in, he's terrific. He plays every moment, and he doesn't have to do a lot. It's all in his eyes, and he's very subtle. It's very sublime. And if you look at Signs, same thing. So when, I was thinking about when I was casting this movie, I didn't even offer it to anybody. I just offered it to Rory because in my head, it was like, I know this guy can carry this movie, and he's our eyes into this world, and his ability to do so much without doing anything is amazing. It's amazing. It is stunning, and it's all in his eyes. You see it all in his eyes, and it reminds me a lot of like great actors like Paul Newman when you watch, or even Alec. Alec does a lot without doing anything, and it's all in his eyes, and he's got that gift that it's just it blows me away when I watch the film or when I'm editing the film. It's really, really terrific.
How do you feel when you hear this stuff about you?
The aw shucks moment, I don't know.
Well, it's true. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't have to do a lot to, it's screen acting. It's not theater. It's not stage acting. And he, for some reason, whatever it is, some people have it, some people don't.
Sure.
And whatever it is, he's got it. And that thing is just a subtle thing, and you know what he's feeling just by what his eyes are saying. That's it.
Amazing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really, Signs, I remember. You Can Count on Me, I remember seeing that movie.
Oh.
I just spoke to Mark a couple times already this weekend. He's been in town. It's been crazy. But he always does refer to you.
Really?
Every time I talk to him, we always talk about you, because you really stood out in his mind when he worked with you.
Yeah.
So, pretty amazing. Like, and you were, what, how old were you in that? Like
9.
Yeah, I mean, holy mackerel. So we have 2 Culkin brothers in this film. When are we going to all three of them together in a movie? When's that going to happen?
I don't know. I mean, I'd love to do that, and as soon as something comes up,
Was there ever the discussion of maybe trying to get Macaulay in, or just you didn't have room for a third?
Well, I had worked with Kieran in the
Yeah.
lab, in the Sundance lab on this, so I knew I wanted him to play. Even when we did that, he was a little old for the character, but I knew I wanted him to play the older brother, and I knew I wanted Rory to play the younger brother, but there was just no role for Macaulay in this. I mean,
Well, next time.
Yeah, next time.
The sequel, some other kind of life, whatever. Well, congratulations, guys. Best of luck with it. And have you gotten distribution yet, or just that's working on it?
It's our world premiere tonight, so
well,
we'll see what happens. I don't know.
I think
Who knows?
you have nothing to worry about. And have fun at the screening tonight. You're going
Thank
to have
you.
lots of fans there. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Thanks very much. I
Congratulations.
appreciate it.
Oh, you're